What is going on, everyone? First and foremost, I want to say thank you for being here right now watching this video. I do really appreciate for your time, and I would really appreciate if you do consider subscribing to the channel, simply because it does help me out a lot, like I do mention in all of my videos. Now, we're going to be reacting to Shannon Sharpe reportedly won't be fired after embarrassingly caught smashing a girl live on Instagram. Now, I'm pretty sure when the whole situation happened, everybody was going crazy, and he came out to defend himself, and I think he said he got hacked or something. You get what I mean? Bro pretty much tried to lie his way out of his problems, you could pretty much say. And then later on and then I'm pretty sure he came out later on to admit that he was not actually hacked. I don't know, bro, but overall, looks like he's not gonna be fired from ESPN. Not 100% sure, but that's what it's looking like. It's not. He's not gonna be fired, bro. But the overall, crazy situation, bro. But let's just play the video, see what it's talking about. Simply because I don't really have too much to say at the moment.
This should be a video of Shannon Sharpe. Man, I was in the pussy for 1:16 seconds.
He out of there.
Man, okay, take this. I don't crash the car in 1:16 seconds, man.
What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I'm here to talk about Shannon Sharpe. Now, I made a video reacting to the viral clips of his impromptu live stream that he said he did not know was going on, and where he was recorded having relations with a woman by the name of Michelle. And when viral, I posted a video about it. Shout out to everybody that watched the video, shared it. Shout out to the Star Report. Shout out to Star. He shouted me out, so I wanted to shout him out as well. And I have some more news, because we're going to talk about not only Shannon Sharpe apologizing for lying about being hacked, but also that ESPN is not going to discipline Shannon Sharpe. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not surprised, because Shannon Sharpe is way too valuable to ESPN. And I brought up the comparisons between his situation and Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce was fired because he was at a get-together. He had women dancing in the background while he was getting a haircut. He was doing some drinking, right? And ESPN fired him. They fired him because, and I believe that, when you're doing heterosexual activities, ESPN doesn't like that very much. So you would think that what happened with Shannon Sharpe, ESPN would take seriously, but obviously they don't. It depends on your hierarchy. Paul Pierce was he was a guy that it wasn't important to the network. Shannon Sharpe is important to the future of ESPN as a network. So they were not going to fire him. They just weren't. He's too valuable to them right now. And that's why they're going to look the other way. Even though with the Paul Pierce situation, if they didn't like what he did, they could have suspended him. They fired him. Like almost within 24 hours, they fired Paul Pierce. You have rules for some and not all. But I will say this, though. Shannon Sharpe took accountability for what he did. That's all I can say. But the fact that he lied about being hacked, and then he went on his show and he was basically celebratory, probably because ESPN assured him nothing would happen to him. He was promoting a product. He was promoting a product as well. I think it went from being a bad day to a good day for Shannon Sharpe, because he made money from it. He had over 200,000 in his live stream. The nightcap, they had an emergency nightcap episode. Him and Chad Johnson. Chad was, very, he took a funny approach to it, even though they had some tension recently about accountability, only for Shannon Sharpe to almost not take accountability for what he did, right? Saying that he was hacked when he was not hacked, right? And I think he was able to turn an embarrassing situation into a situation where he was able to profit from it. Now, I want to get to ESPN not discipline Shannon Sharpe. I told you I had some news. And we're gonna, also, if you want to check out my other video, I'll put a link in the description box as well. According to TMZ, good news for Shannon Sharpe. The viral video of his Wednesday afternoon romp won't affect his day job, as TMZ Sports has learned ESPN isn't going to discipline its star for his accidental stream, quote unquote accidental. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, there's nothing accidental about that. There are people saying that Shannon Sharpe may have done this intentionally. And I think I'm more on that side, because you do have to go through different steps to go live. I could see if you may have accidentally uploaded a post, but going live, I mean, you know. Anyway, a source at the network tells us Sharpe's absence from Thursday's First Take had nothing to do with what went down on his Instagram. Yeah, sure. Some 24 hours ago, as his usual days off are Thursdays and Fridays. The source says Sharpe is expected back on Monday and no punishment whatsoever is coming this way. Listen, I'm not one of those people that think he should be fired. I don't think Paul Pierce should have been fired. So why would I want Shannon Sharpe to be fired? But I'm just saying, looking at their history, they have fired numerous people over they fired people over ideology. They fired people for things that you shake your head at. So that's why, looking at their history, look at what happened with Paul Pierce, I would assume that he would meet that same fate in some kind of way, or at least suspended, but that's not the case. Sharpe, who has been with ESPN since 2023, just recently signed a contract extension to stay with the network, agreeing back in June to continue debating Stephen A. Smith on Friday on First Take for the foreseeable future. As for Sharpe's stance on the whole X-rated scene, his Instagram account initially claimed he was hacked. Although on his nightcap show on Wednesday evening, he fessed up to actually being. That's what makes it more hilarious. As a matter of fact, we're going to get to what he had to say. Take a look at this clip that is from Twitter. It was on this particular person's Twitter page, Fear Buck. And let's take a look at this clip.
Obviously, I'm embarrassed. Someone that is extremely, extremely private, and to have one of your most intimate details, the audio heard for the entire world to hear. I'm embarrassed for a number of reasons. People count on Shannon, Shay Shay Media Club, Shay Shay Nightcap, ESPN. There are a lot of people that count on him at all times. Even when I'm behind closed doors, I still try to remain a level of, even when I'm behind closed doors, I still try to remain a level of professional, although I'm in the privacy of my own home. And I'm very disappointed in myself, not for the act. I think there are millions and billions of people of consenting age that engage in activities, but to have your most intimate detail on the audio to be heard, I'm disappointed in myself. I let them call them. I called my sister. My friends, obviously, my friends reached out. But guys, this was not staged. Came in, I threw my...
Now he's gonna get into it, but there are people who believe it was, because he's benefited from it. You know, it went from being an embarrassing thing. ESPN is not gonna fire him. He's promoting this product, right? And also, he had over 200,000 in his live stream. I saw an article that said that before this, his views was going down on YouTube. I don't know if that's true. If this was a publicity stunt, it's a very embarrassing one. But you never know out here. But I'm not saying that. I don't know. I can't tell y'all what if this is that or that. I don't know. I think that this isn't the end of it. And we may hear more because, people are throwing out women who they think are actually the Michelle in the video. They have this one woman's picture that's floating around Twitter. I believe she had to put up a post that said that's not her. Even though if you listen to her, the voice, but that's neither here nor there.
My phone staged. Came in, I threw my phone on the bed, gazed at an activity. I did not know IG Live. I've never been on IG Live. I've never turned IG Live on. So I don't know how it works. And so all of a sudden, my other phone is going off and people are calling me FaceTime that I've never talked to a day in my life on FaceTime. And it didn't, I'm like, why are y'all calling me FaceTime? And after a while, Jamie, and he says, Shannon, you on IG Live. I'm like, doing what? I'm like, what am I on IG Live for? I ain't hit no IG Live button. He says, on IG Live for? I ain't hit no IG Live button. He says, they can hear. I'm like, so now, Ocho, I say ask for patience. He said they can hear. And now I'm starting to get agitated again because you called me and say I'm on IG Live when I know I didn't click myself on IG Live. And he said they can hear me. I said, hear me doing what? He said, it sounds like you were having sex. Man, my heart sank. It dropped.
And that's what Shannon had to say in regards to the clips. Listen. He said that it was hacked and it wasn't. Why would you even say that? Why would you even say that? I know it's a knee-jerk reaction, right? When something like this happens and you're embarrassed. So you want to make sure you don't get in trouble, but you lied. You can't get over that. You can't get over that. Do I think he should be fired? No. Because again, if what he is saying now is true, that it happened accidentally, I wouldn't say he should be fired over that, but he's at the worldwide leader. Disney, ESPN. It may not even be up to the people at ESPN. It might be up to the Disney execs. But because Shannon is a big piece to what ESPN does, they're not going to fire him. This, as I said in this article here, about him not facing any discipline, he's just way too important. Paul Pierce wasn't. And he wasn't even having relations. But, you would think, because again, anything hetero activities, it triggers, the worldwide leader in woke. And some of these other networks. And he also joked about how, Kat called him and said, at least he not gay today. So, hold on. Let me play this one clip. This is from Gilly. I want to play this real quick.
Motherfucker just sent me a video of Shannon Sharpe. My uncle was in the pussy for 1:16 seconds.
He out of there.
God, that pussy was too warm for him.
Yeah, I just wanted to play that. I wanted to play that real quick. Y'all let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.
But yeah, man, that's the end of the video. Let me know what y'all think about all of this down in the comment section, man. But as y'all can see, man, Shannon Sharpe confirmed that he was indeed not hacked. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro, crazy situation overall. he will not. It looks like it's looking like right now. Let's just say that he's not going to be fired from ESPN. ESPN is not going to let him go simply because of that situation. But when this whole situation first happened, everybody was going crazy. Shannon Sharpe lied and said he was hacked just to save himself and run away from his problems. But he later on came to admit he was not hacked, bro. You know what I mean? That was a lie. But yeah, let me know what y'all think, bro. I really don't have too much to say, but yeah, crazy. But without further ado, peace out.